Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another quick video. I just want to talk about one of the biggest regrets I have for the Occult Crescent, and on, the day that this released, it took me 4 days to get to the point where I finally decided to buy the riding map, and yeah, I feel incredibly stupid for not getting that sooner. So if you don't know already and you're new to this content, some of you might be joining for the first time, if you go over to this NPC, once you've done your prerequisite quests, we've talked about them before in other videos, essentially you will unlock this vendor over here and you'll be able to exchange your silver pieces. So silver pieces obviously are from your critical engagements as well as fates. Critical engagements give 200 a pop and fates much less, of course, and you go around the world doing that kind of fate train sort of behavior. If you go to the silver piece exchange other and go to the other tab, you can get the Southhorn riding map for 3,000 pieces. Now, originally I was like, well, how much can it really increase it by? I don't need that. Those first 4 days, I was constantly beaten to critical engagements. It was a lot less than it currently is. Like, obviously now the majority of people have the riding map, but just to give you a demonstration of how important it is for this to be your first purchase and not to get sidetracked into, going for the airship like I did, or any of the other things such as, the job stones, basically. They look good, but save up 3,000. This is why. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, but look, even with the handicap. Oh my god, keep going, just keep going. That is insane, the difference. So if you wanted a visualization of why you should get the riding map first, yeah, I think that we'll do that once more. Doesn't matter if we time it correctly. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Where was Morgana going? You went like zigzag.
I was facing...
What you should have done is let you have a lead start.
Yeah, we could do that, yeah. All right, I'm going to go at the...
But you start.
I'm going to go at 5 and you go at... Yeah, ready? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, they went at 2.
That's fine, but somebody at the back didn't.
Yeah, I went at 1.
Look at that, though. That is significant. Dude, how much speed increase is that? Well, that was perfect, thanks. Right, let's go do that critical engagement. So yeah, that would be my first priority if I was new to this content. Again, go to our critical engagements, try and get there as quick as possible. Unlock the Ethernet shards basically as soon as you enter here. They have no level requirement, so going up to them is a great idea. Then you can teleport via mini Aetherite at the base camp to those places, which is what everybody does. But then definitely save up your silver, 3,000 of this, and go to the other tab and get yourself a riding map. It is really crazy. I think it's the equivalent of getting 2-star mount speed from the old maps. Of course, that's something that a lot of people don't really worry about these days because it's something that you don't think about because you blow through an expansion. A lot of those zones, you unlock flying, and as soon as you unlock flying, it doesn't really matter about the ground movement speed. But for a zone like this, obviously where you can't fly, it is very important. And yeah, it changes the way that you see the content. Now, you will still end up getting to fates and things much later than everyone else. People are incredibly quick. As soon as something finishes, they teleport back to the base, and then they're hovering over the teleport window like this. As soon as something pops up, they teleport immediately over there, for example, and go and do that. But I wouldn't worry too much about fates, realistically. Fates give, like I say, a lot less. You're probably better off spending your time waiting for critical engagements, farming for critical engagements, because certain mobs spawn certain ones, such as sharks up here spawn the shark, for example, things like that. or maximizing your time by getting silver chests as well as bronze chests. You can get ether spun golds, which are used for your upgrade materials. You can obviously get a whole manner of different things, glamour, mounts, minions, that kind of stuff from those chests, but you can also get some very useful stuff from your silvers and golds, and I would recommend that. But yeah, mount speed, very, very important. Biggest regret for me, not getting it immediately. Don't make the same mistake I did, especially how fast people are. It's you know, it's as frantic as it ever used to be in any of the other field content, and you really don't want to be left behind as much as possible. Another option would be to use, obviously, you know, a friend's 2-person or 4-person mount or whatever they've got. It, like, you know, the regalia, or if they have the airship, the person who has this, obviously the riding map applies to them. So if you hop in, you can get to destinations quicker, especially if you're still exploring the zone. But yeah, definitely a good idea to get that as soon as possible. Anyway, just a top tip. I don't think I've mentioned it, and I should have mentioned it. So there we go. I've mentioned it. Have a fantastic day. More videos on the way, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.